File 50. The corridor that shouldn't on ACT at 158 security. Camera recorded a guard walking through a corridor that does not exist on the building map. The guard was performing a routine patrol on the second floor. The hallway he entered should lead to a dead end. Instead, he kept walking, and the corridor kept continuing. The building was constructed in 2003. The second floor layout is simple. A central hallway runs east to west. Two shorter corridors branch off toward offices and storage rooms. One of those side corridors ends after 12 meters at a fire door. There are no other exits. No intersections. No turns. It is designed as a dead end. Yet on September 6th, the security footage shows something different. At 1 hour 58 minutes and 12 seconds AM, the guard turns into the side corridor. He walks toward the fire door, but instead of stopping, he passes it. Behind the door, the hallway continues. The camera mounted at the corridor entrance should see only 12 meters of space. Yet, the recording shows the guard walking far beyond that distance. The hallway continues for another 10 meters, then another 10, then another. The lighting remains identical. Same ceiling panels, same wall paint, same floor tiles. The guard slows down as he realizes the hallway is longer than expected. He turns around briefly, checking the distance he already walked. The entrance camera still shows him clearly, but the distance between him and the entrance is now much greater than physically possible. The guard continues forward. After 20 seconds, he disappears around a corner, but the building floor plan contains no corner, only a straight dead end. At 2 AM, the camera records the guard reappearing, but he does not return from the direction he originally walked. He appears from the opposite side of the hallway, as if the corridor had formed a loop. He walks past the camera again and exits into the main hallway. Security later interviews him about the patrol. His report describes something unusual. According to him, the corridor had 3 intersections. Each intersection looked identical. Same walls, same lighting. He assumed he had entered a different part of the floor, but when he exited the corridor, he found himself exactly where he started. Engineers reviewed the recording carefully. The entrance camera shows the guard walking forward for nearly 30 meters. But the physical corridor length is only 12. Laser measurements confirm the wall behind the fire door contains reinforced concrete. There's no additional hallway behind it. The fire door itself opens directly into a small storage closet, only 2 meters deep. During inspection, the closet contains cleaning supplies and a water heater. No hallway. No continuation. Yet the video shows the guard walking far beyond that point. Frame analysis reveals another detail. When the guard passes the fire door in the recording, the door is not visible. Instead, the hallway continues seamlessly, as if the door never existed. The lighting remains perfectly aligned. The wall textures remain identical, but the spacing between ceiling lights becomes inconsistent. Lights appear slightly farther apart after the guard passes the original end of the corridor. Investigators measure the ceiling light pattern. Inside the real corridor, the lights are spaced exactly 3 meters apart. In the footage beyond the fire door, the spacing becomes 4 meters, a configuration that does not exist anywhere in the building. Maintenance checks the electrical wiring. There are no power lines beyond the original corridor ceiling. No lighting fixtures could exist there. 2 weeks later, the same camera records another patrol. This time, a different guard enters the corridor. He reaches the fire door and stops. He tries the handle. The door opens into the storage closet, exactly as expected. The hallway behind him remains 12 meters long. Nothing unusual happens. The footage matches the blueprint perfectly. For several months, the corridor behaves normally. Then another anomaly occurs. At 2:04 AM, the motion sensor at the corridor entrance activates. No person appears on camera, yet the motion detector continues triggering repeatedly for 12 seconds. Each trigger occurs deeper inside the hallway, as if something invisible is moving farther away from the camera. Maintenance replaces the sensor. The new unit produces the same pattern 2 nights later. The triggers stop exactly where the fire door should be. Security logs mark the event as a sensor malfunction. However, engineers notice something in the archived footage from September. The guard who walked through the extended corridor never actually opens the fire door. He simply walks past the location where the door should be. The wall behaves as if it never contained a door at all. Investigators returned to the blueprint archives. Early construction drafts reveal a different design. In the original concept, the corridor was meant to connect to another wing of the building, but that wing was never constructed. Budget cuts forced the architects to shorten the corridor and place a fire door at the end. The connecting hallway was removed from the final plan, meaning the corridor was originally supposed to continue much farther, but it was never built. Yet the camera recorded someone walking through it. The building still operates today. The second-floor corridor remains 12 meters long. The fire door still opens into the same small storage closet, but the archived footage continues to show the guard walking down a hallway that should not exist. He walks beyond the fire door, past the storage closet, around a corner that was never constructed, and then returns to the exact place he started. The question is not how the corridor extended. The question is why the building briefly restored a passage that was removed from its design before construction even began. End file 50.